how do you choose the best laptop for you. And I've just gotten my new laptop for my birthday recently, and also because my old one kind of like dying, not so good anymore. You can see the scratches. I'm gonna unbox this, but at the same time share with you what kind of CPU processor you need to look for, the RAM, memory, what kind of storage should you have, display, battery life, and all the other important things that you need for trading specifically, and also for investing. I think the first question that a lot of people have is what brand of laptop. I gotta admit, before I purchased a new laptop, okay, the first thing I did was to ask my older brother. Now, not because he's just an older brother that I could rely on for anything, but because my brother is a software engineer, so whatever he says about tech stuff, computer, then I'll buy it. So this is the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 5. So when you buy a new laptop, okay, for trading, the first thing you need to look at is the processor, basically the CPU. And to put in simple terms, this is like the main engine of your computer. So it's like the brain of your laptop. So the more horsepower, then the better. So the bare minimum that you should look for in a laptop for trading is Intel Core i5 or minimum AMD Ryzen 5. Now you don't need to care about what this all means because it's all labeled. So this laptop that I bought, it is AMD Ryzen 7, and it looks very nice. And the main thing for the laptop that I buy is that it has to be lightweight, and I bought this for around $1,100, and it's for traveling because I'm traveling tomorrow. So if you want a more smooth performance, you can opt for Intel i7 or AMD Ryzen 7 like my laptop, okay? Because if you open multiple trading platforms, multiple programs, then it's going to be more smooth. But if you like to multitask, the main thing you need to look at is the next thing, which is RAM, meaning your memory. So if you are more of a passive investor or trader, you don't really need to look at charts every single day, you're more of a long-term trader investor, then you don't really need all these sophisticated specs. But if you're a regular trader, then bare minimum have a RAM of at least 8 GB. Then if you have multiple monitors, you're more serious and you monitor every day, check every day, you're a full-time trader, then minimum 16 GB, okay? 16 GB. I think this one is 16 GB or 32 GB if you have multiple monitors and multiple platforms. Then the next thing is the storage hard drive, okay? Now there are two types, SSD, HDD, don't need to care about what it stands for. Basically, this will affect your loading times, okay? If you don't want to sit there and then wait for that platform to load and load, then you need to pick laptops with SSD, okay? Basically, it stands for solid state drive. HDD, if you buy a laptop with HDD, it is too slow for trading. So for this laptop of mine, it's 1 TB SSD, okay? Now you can buy any laptop that you want. I'm just using this as an example. And if you want to buy this laptop too, I'll put the link in the description below, not sponsored by Lenovo. And for the next thing, I would say is the screen size. Now, it really doesn't matter if you have multiple monitors, because if you have an extra monitor, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is that it is clear, okay? And some traders might say, oh, you gotta have a laptop with at least 15-inch. But downside of that is that if you have a larger screen size, then it wouldn't be that portable for traveling, especially if you're a traveling trader. And by the way, if you want to know what this computer is all about, this one is a custom PC that I bought a few years ago. I've already made a video on that, you can go and check it out. But one thing I need to tell you is that you don't need a super sophisticated custom PC with RGB lights and all that to become a successful trader. You can just make use of a laptop and just go with that. Because the most important component you need to become a successful trader is discipline, commitment, perseverance. You can have the best tools in the world, but if you don't have these three things, nothing is going to help you. Personally, I just put some RGB lights because I'm at home from Monday to Sunday, so I just want to make things more interesting for myself and change the colors a little bit, okay? So let me know, do you prefer trading with a phone, iPad, laptop or PC. So with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.